Below is a comprehensive and captivating narrative titled, Meet the Nigersaurus, the dinosaur with 500 teeth, ideal for engaging an academic audience. In prehistoric times, within the arid and sunlit floodplains of present-day Niger in West Africa, an unusual dinosaur navigated through ferns and low vegetation. Distinct from formidable tyrannosaurs or armored ankylosaurs, this dinosaur did not utilize vocalizations, charging, or offensive means. Its remarkable adaptation consisted of an astounding asset, 500 teeth, precisely. Meet Nigersaurus taketi, an intriguing specimen within the realm of dinosaurs. Initially, one might categorize Nigersaurus as merely another sauropod, those elongated, herbivorous behemoths that encompassed notable species like Brachiosaurus and Diplodocus. However, a closer inspection reveals that this placid herbivore deviated significantly from its relatives. For instance, its skull resembled more a tool used for cleaning than a menacing predator. The mouth was broad, flat, and furnished with an astonishing array of over 500 replaceable teeth, meticulously crafted to efficiently clip through flora. Let us transport ourselves to approximately 110 million years ago during the mid-Cretaceous period, a time characterized by humid, swampy environments comprised of rivers, lakes, and vast forests. This was the habitat within which Nigersaurus thrived. Despite its distinct morphology and specialized traits, Nigersaurus remained elusive to scientific discovery for an extended period. The fossil that changed everything during the 1970s, French paleontologist Philippe Duquette was traversing the Tenere Desert, renowned for its harsh conditions. Surprisingly, this scorching, desolate landscape had at one time been lush and alive with fauna. As he meticulously removed layers of sand and ancient rock, he uncovered the skeletal remains of an organism heretofore unseen. A collection of vertebrae, jaw fragments, and an unfamiliar dentition structure. What Duquette discovered was the initial clue to the Nigersaurus enigma. However, it was only in the late 1990s and early 2000s that paleontologist Paul Sereno and his team illuminated this dinosaur's characteristics. Through meticulous excavations, advanced CT scanning technology, and detailed reconstructions, Sereno revealed a creature that exceeded existing expectations. Nigersaurus maintained a length of approximately 30 feet, considered modest by sauropod standards. Its body was designed to remain low to the ground, featuring a neck sufficiently long to browse the underbrush. Yet, its most striking aspect was its head. The Nigersaurus skull represented a paradigm of evolutionary creation, lightweight, intricate, and punctured with fenestrae, openings contributing to its reduced mass. Some areas were so thin that one could shine a flashlight through it. However, the most remarkable feature was its mouth. Wide, squared, and teeming with numerous tiny, spoon-shaped teeth arranged in layered fashion, holding up to 10 teeth per segment, perpetually replacing worn teeth akin to an industrial assembly line. Rather than biting, it engaged in clipping. It operated similar to a living weed whacker. A dinosaur designed to graze. What evolutionary advantage could explain having 500 teeth? The answer lies in Nigersaurus's feeding behavior. Rather than browsing treetops like Brachiosaurus, it engaged in grazing low to the ground. It consumed substantial quantities of soft ground-level vegetation, ferns, horsetails, and primitive flowering plants. With its broad mouth functioning as a comb, it efficiently raked through dense flora, stripping leaves with each pass. These 500 teeth were not adapted for chewing. Instead, they were narrow and closely aligned, ideal for swiftly snipping plants. Given that tooth wear was rapid, Nigersaurus possessed a remarkable solution: a continuous supply of replacements positioned beneath each functional tooth, poised to replace them as they were lost. This trait could be viewed as a dental professional's aspiration, or conundrum. Furthermore, its jaw was uniquely positioned, extending outward at the front, much like a modern cowcatcher. It is the sole known dinosaur exhibiting teeth situated at the extreme front of the snout, contributing to its uniquely boxy and somewhat amusing appearance. This configuration permitted it to graze with precision, sweeping its head from side to side with mechanical accuracy. However, the mouth represented only part of the overall design. Anatomy of the Nigersaurus's skeletal structure was equally compelling. It possessed thin, air-filled bones that significantly lessened its weight, similar to contemporary avian species. Despite this delicacy, its spine exhibited unusual reinforcement, with vertebrae interspersed with intricate internal struts providing support for both its lengthy neck and tail. While Nigersaurus's neck was not as lengthy as that of certain sauropod relatives, an unexpected feature emerged. The head was oriented downward, instead of upward. Quartz scans of the inner ear canals, indicating habitual head posture, suggested that Nigersaurus likely maintained a snout directed toward the ground for most of its existence. It did not seek height, rather, it probed the underbrush. Its limbs were robust, however, they were not optimized for swift movement. Nigersaurus was not a runner, it had no necessity for such speed. It was a leisurely grazer, content to wander ancient floodplains while foraging. The ultimate specialist in the diverse world of dinosaurs, many species displayed versatility, adapting to various food sources. Conversely, Nigersaurus represented the quintessential specialist. Its entire anatomical structure was meticulously designed for a singular task: efficient and continuous grazing on low-lying vegetation. This specialization raises intriguing inquiries. Did it encounter minimal competition within its ecological niche? Or did it coexist with other sauropods by partitioning available resources, similar to modern herbivores? The discovery of fossils from formidable long-necked dinosaurs such as Tyrannosaurus and Suchomimus in the same vicinity suggests an ecosystem with diverse forms of large fauna coexisting. Interestingly, some paleontologists speculate that Nigersaurus may have employed an actual suction feeding mechanism. With its broad, downward-facing snout and efficient dentition, it might have extracted softer plants directly into its mouth, particularly in proximity to water sources. Although concrete evidence for this behavior is lacking, its orthodontic design supports this hypothesis. A dinosaur ahead of its time, when Serrano presented a reconstructed skeleton of Nigersaurus at the National Geographic Museum in Washington, D.C., in 2007, audiences were taken aback. This dinosaur appeared almost extraterrestrial, akin to a creation from a science fiction narrative. Its flattened visage, fragile bones, and multitude of teeth depicted not a ferocious creature, but rather an evolutionary experiment. Indeed, Nigersaurus constituted a significant departure from established sauropod frameworks. It served as a representation of nature's innovation, showcasing its capacity to explore new strategies for survival. Moreover, Nigersaurus's narrative emphasizes a fascinating fact about paleontology. Sometimes, the most peculiar organisms exist unnoticed within plain sight. Early fossils of Nigersaurus were frequently disregarded or misidentified due to their unfamiliar characteristics. The comprehensive understanding only emerged following extensive research and dedicated effort. What happened to Nigersaurus? Similar to numerous species from the mid-Cretaceous era, Nigersaurus ultimately experienced extinction. The precise causes remain ambiguous. Climatic fluctuations, alterations in vegetation, or competition from contemporary herbivores could have contributed to its disappearance. However, it is evident that its unique adaptations were meticulously adapted to a specific habitat, one that could not endure indefinitely. Nonetheless, during its existence, Nigersaurus flourished. It possessed neither fangs, claws, nor protective armor. Instead, it relied on precision, effectiveness, and a mouth filled with functional tools. Although it may not have held the title of the dinosaur king, it epitomized a silent conqueror of the ancient flora. Legacy of the 500-toothed wonder in contemporary times, the term Nigersaurus frequently surfaces in humorous online contexts, particularly when individuals inquire about the dinosaur with 500 teeth. Beneath this digital curiosity lies the reality of a creature with a substantial narrative, one characterized by adaptation, survival, and evolutionary ingenuity. Its fossilized remains continue to provide insights regarding sauropod diversity, feeding methodologies, and the ecosystems present in Cretaceous Africa. Its intricate skull has emerged as a symbol of how modern technological advancements, such as CT scanning and digital reconstruction, can reinvigorate ancient fossils. Importantly, Nigersaurus serves as a reminder that not all dinosaurs exhibited ferocity, enormous size, or spiny defenses. Some displayed unique traits, others demonstrated gentleness. And, like Nigersaurus, certain creatures represented remarkable achievements of evolutionary design. Epilogue. A snapshot in time. Visualize a scene. A soft sunrise radiates across primordial African landscapes. Dragonflies flit above a serene marsh. In the distance, a herd of Nigersaurus gradually materializes from the fog, necks swaying, jaws delicately sweeping the ground like a symphony of living gatherers. There exist no conflicts, no predators within sight. Merely the tranquil rhythm of grazing, the gentle swish of tails, and the continuous chomping of 500 teeth in action. A modest dinosaur with a mouth imbued with mystery. A grazer of the ancient ecosystem.